Hey guys, so 777, the year the dragons went missing, means completely different. Let's crack down to Fairy Tale, chapter 465. Okay, so this chapter was unveiling more of the backstory. So by the sounds of things, Gargiel, Wendy, Sting, Rogue, Natsu are all children, orphans from 400 years ago. Neil was from there. All the dragons that taught Dragon Slayer magic were all from that time. So 400 years ago happened, and the connection with Layla and Anna is pretty much they were both celestial wizards. Anna are all connected to 777, like a lot of others predicted, like I was predicting, but I predicted it off camera, off my last week's video, but everything was predicted this way. So the character Anna was a celestial spirit that opened Eclipse for Igneel, all the dragons, Igneel, Galacina, Makilana, all the dragons that helped do Dragon Slayer magic. All the dragons that taught Dragon Slayer magic to Sting, Rogue, Gargiel, Wendy, Natsu, opened the Eclipse doors to go to the 400 years into the future, and Layla was the celestial wizard to open the doors on 777. And apparently, wasn't the day the dragons disappeared? That was the day orphans, Natsu, Wendy, Gargiel, Rogue, Sting, woke up. So they were asleep in a time portal by jumping from 400 years in the past to there. And Zeref was waiting by watching like all civilizations, and now that Happy is believing this, and he has the right to believe it, and knowing that Natsu is pretty much a demon, and that if he defeats Zeref, Natsu dies, and Happy doesn't want that. So this backstory is going to be interesting. If Natsu decides to tell the guild about this backstory, what's going to happen to Natsu then? If Grey learns that Natsu's pretty much END. Yeah, so also 5 dragons that taught Dragon Slayer magic to Natsu, Wendy, Gargiel, Sting and Rogue were taught it so they can defeat Agnilogia. So they're the key, they are the 5 dragons that need to work together to defeat Agnilogia. Sorry about this weird webcam shot. I forgot that I was needing to include this into the proper review. So sorry about the jump edit about this, including this into the video. But I'll return you now back to the rest of the review. Grey's gonna end up fighting Natsu. I have a funny feeling Hiro Mashima is gonna take a book out of Naruto here, out of the end of Fairy Tale. It's going to be a Grey versus Natsu battle. Knowing that if they defeat Zeref, Natsu will be gone anyway. So Lucy's mother Layla had a part in the whole 7-7 event. That opened more questions into why she disappeared, how she vanished on that day. So the Heartfeelers are all connected to the events of 7-7-7. Other than that, this chapter was really awe-inspiring. A little bit more of a backstory unfolds with Fairy Tale yet again, and it really is something that was interesting. That's why a lot of things are tying up now, and the fact that Zeref ain't dead, and that Happy it didn't let Natsu use his second attack. The fact that Natsu's second attack could have finally defeated Zeref. Now that only chance is gone. The fact is that this is also at the same time, this is one of those tropes where Natsu is trying hard to not believe it, but knowing the fact that he doesn't know hardly anything about his past, and the fact that he's now getting told by Zeref, a person that lived 400 years ago, that sees a lot of stuff, and the fact that Zeref I don't think lies much, and the fact that that people find him as evil and make him out to be a liar is really hard, because he's been around 400 years. The fact that he had to wait for his brother to come back 400 years is really shocker. And I mean a shocker. So yeah, so it's hard to believe. And like I said before, what's this going to do with Natsu and Fairy Tale's guild? Because now everything's connected now. Everything's really opened up. Natsu has a big part to play now. But does he really want to follow through with it? This was a great chapter. And I love that it was a backstory chapter, and we get to learn more behind Fairy Tale. I would love to have a spin-off chapter written in the style of Zero to do with more about Zareth and during the time of 400 years ago, because I would love to see a little bit more of that, because this seems like this is going to lead into something of a spin-off manga, but I would love to learn with that. Or if Zero isn't just a 13 episode anime, I would like Zero to adapt more of these backstories into them, so it becomes its own little prequel series and it all ties in very well. But other than that, this was another great chapter, and like I always, comment down below if you liked this chapter or you didn't like this chapter. Tell me what you didn't like about it and what you liked about this chapter, and what you liked about the story so far of Fairy Tail down in the comments section. Also, please like this video if you loved what you saw, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos. Bye bye for now.